Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. Email me for pricing at tmosso@thewatchbox.com. Today we are discussing an Omega Speedmaster Special Edition launched at Bosworld 2008 in honor of the Solar Impulse experimental solar-powered aircraft. This is the Omega Speedmaster HB-SIA coaxial GMT Chrono, and it is all of those things. In titanium, the watch measures 44.25 millimeters in diameter. It is 15.6 millimeters thick from lug tip to lug tip, 49.5 millimeters, and it has a 21 millimeter spacing between the lugs. The watch wears exactly like the dark side of the moon, so if you're wondering how it fits like that. That said, there is a custom strap on this model that's rather rigid and flares out on both sides, so I think you need a wrist of at least 15 centimeters circumference to wear this watch. My wrist, for reference, is 16 centimeters. And you can see that strap really is out to the edge of my wrist. The strap is also custom though, and a very handsome piece. As you can see, it says Omega on one side and Solar Impulse on the other. The character lines, the recesses, the forms, everything done to articulate the strap makes it non-generic. So it's not just a custom watch for this sponsorship by Omega of the Solar Impulse. It's also a custom strap. The honeycomb material on the bottom referencing the lightweight construction of the aircraft. Then we have a single folding clasp with a polished Omega logo. It's titanium too, polish and satin both, twin trigger release so it can't pop open accidentally. Then the excess length fits underneath the clasp. You size it, you close it, and then there are no minder loops externally and no visible extra length of strap flapping in the breeze. The case is familiar as it's been on many Seamasters and Speedmasters since the early 60s. Lyre style lugs, so a bevel inward, a bevel outward, with the outward bevel polished. There's a polished character line down the mid case, and then longitudinal satin finish on both sides. We have a little bit of recess for the crown as well as the pump style pushers to better protect them against shearing, and then a cantilevered titanium bezel with an aluminum insert. It has a tachymeter which you can use to gauge the speed of objects. It has a carbon fiber pattern on the dial, though the dial is not carbon fiber, and then recessed sub-registers that have a concentric pattern inboard. White on black print with a few well-chosen Solar Impulse inspired orange accents. You can see that more explicit on the reverse side of the watch, but we have two time zones, one in 24-hour format, one in 12. The local format is a 12-hour format. You can see I can move the local hand without changing anything or even stopping the chronograph, and the date can move in both directions as I travel east or west. Pull the crown out all the way, you activate hacking seconds. The crystal here, unlike the moon watch, is a sapphire, but it's domed and box-shaped to look like a Hesalite crystal. You can also appreciate that the movement in this watch is high horology. It is a Frederic Piguet 1285, which is the bigger, more durable, and more capable brother of the well-known 1185 high horology automatic. This watch is automatic, but it has a 52-hour power reserve rather than the 40 of the 1185. It has hacking seconds, a feature the 1185 doesn't have. It has a vertical clutch for smooth engagement of the chronograph, and it also allows you to leave the chronograph engaged. With the vertical clutch, the chrono can run full time if you just want to have seconds at center, no hazard. It also has a column wheel for crisp actuation. You hear it, you feel it. The movement beats away at 28,800 vibrations per hour, but it does have a coaxial escapement and a free sprung balance. So these are two upgrades that respectively improve the chronometric precision of the watch and also make the set regulation more durable in the face of concussions and bumps on the wrist. That's what the free sprung balance does for you. A lot to love about this movement. It is quite involved. Timepiece that is based on a high horology caliber and offers a lot more protection than a standard moon watch. A standard moon watch is 50 meters. This one is 100 meters and swimmable. And as the case back declares, it is also a COSC certified Swiss chronometer. So this is a fascinating and unusual Speedmaster Special Edition that includes an upscale, almost high horology movement borrowed from Frederic Piguet, which is in the Swatch group and better known today as Manufacture Blancpain. So it is effectively a Speedmaster with the beating heart of a Blancpain. There is a lot to love about this watch, and of course you have the twin time zones. Reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details of this Omega Speedmaster dedicated to the Solar Impulse. And you can see that second time zone hand features the airplane motif of 1970s Omega pilot watches.